pretty soon the crimes will quit because there won't be any people around left to do them.
Yeah, but you can still have all those different crimes and different forms of death, right? How somebody died, but I'm talking about if somebody used a firearm in furtherance of committing that deathful crime with all the bad things attached, right? Everything that says, whoa, that dude fucked up. Because they use that firearm, if they want to send a firearms message, the message, that would be it, man. I mean, it's the ultimate price for, and it's like, I don't know, I think that would do it for me.
Well, those laws already exist. They're just not enforcing them. That's the problem. There's 20,000 gun laws on the books. If that doesn't stop it, then there's something else, that we don't need anymore. We just need to enforce the ones we have. But yes, you're right. But there wasn't any firearms back in the Old Testament, but there was still murder, and there was weapons of war. They weren't the same as these weapons of war, but swords. I mean, if you rob somebody by knife point, that'd be the same back then as robbing somebody by gunpoint today.
Right, but I'm talking about brand new today, this modern day, the 7th. If a law like that was to pass, there's a lot of murder going on right now in the big cities, right? A lot of murders, boom, 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 street gangs and shit. If you watch the news down there, it's crazy town. With a law like that, for those guys that are using firearms in that manner, and of course it would have to be enforced. If it's not enforced, it's nothing. Wouldn't that work? I would think it would work.
It would work. Those laws are already on the books. They passed those kind of laws, gun enhancement laws back in under the Clinton Crime Bill Act, but they're just not enforcing it, and it is happening in the big cities. But when you said that, it brings up another point. Well, what political party are all these? That's where all the shootings are happening, and they want more gun control, and those cities have the strictest gun control in the United States. Most of them, Washington D.C., Chicago, San Francisco, L.A. Just start naming them. So you'd think with all that strict gun control that stuff would quit happening according to their logic. So there you go.
Can I interject right here? 16.
Yeah, but before you interject there, I want to say, damn, smuggler, I wish
Equal is equal. Yeah, even and equal, yeah. No disproportionate thrust,
your intellectual conversation, because I know you got some good stuff. But I can only hear bits and pieces of your comeback, so that kind of sucks on my part. But we're gonna wave a hand to that smuggler, and Jake from State Farm's got the floor.
Yeah, you have a good evening. It's good talking to you. I might be in your neck of the woods tomorrow anyway. I think I might make a run over to Bremerton.
Right on, smuggler, anytime.
There's that big strapper, Jake from State Farm. He's got the floor.
They say there's between 2 to 3 firearms for every citizen in the United States. There's no way you're going to prevent somebody to get their hands on a fucking gun and kill somebody, because it's just like the drug trade. People want drugs, they're going to find a way to get it. You can't regulate or get any laws or write any laws. Like drugs and guns. You're not going to prevent this shit.
Well, I think you're right, Jake from State Farm. I think you have a point there. But what it's going to take is a change of culture. And to me, it's like the only don't use a gun in a manner. There's all the wrong reasons behind it. If you got some good reasons behind it, hey, more power to you. But I'm kind of referring to the guys that are doing gun crimes, robbing a store, shooting somebody, whatever, shooting up a school, whatever the reason is. It's all a matter of intent. And I also believe that if they're crazy, like that they're crazy in the head and they're doing stuff with guns, well, we should probably just euthanize them anyway because they're a danger to society.
Well, then you got to get back to the frickin' upbringing and how these
I think you should just put an exit sign right next to a cliff. Put an exit sign right next to a cliff with a 1,000-foot drop off. You're letting natural selection take over.
Darwin.
You can do that just by taking the warning stickers off power tools, 45.
Yeah, take all the warning stickers off of everything. You know that one that's on the motor? It says, do not try to change the belt while the motor is running. Yeah, take that sticker off.
A great sticker. I heard you, Jake.
open box before eating pizza. They're frickin' gross.
You should probably put it even over there for black powder and say, don't light the black powder with the long extension lighter next to your face.
Black powder. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, even if they ban firearms, they are going to still be around for, the next 100 years, right? Easy. And, well, they'll be around forever. And, well, forever is in our lifetimes. And they'll always be around in somewhere.
Well, there's responsible gun owners and there's irresponsible ones. And just like drugs, they just so proliferated, it's retarded to try and get them right laws against it. That's what I'm saying.
Man, even if you can't buy a gun, right? If you can't buy one, do you realize how easy it is to make a firearm? Like a single shot rifle or a single shot pistol. It is so easy to make a firearm. And you can make a firearm for practically any caliber. Well, I'd stay away from the big rifle shells, but for almost every medium-sized caliber, you can make your own firearm.
So you can hear him good, 45. Is he talking about black powder or cartridge?
Yeah, both. He's talking about both.
And if there's no bullets,
45, get on back out.
Hey, dynamite over there on that hill.
we're always going to have lead. And if we don't have lead, we got steel.
See, what's funny is when they came up with that Second Amendment thing, when they're writing all that, the British, the reason why they had such hard times, they had muskets, and the revolutionary, the colonists, they had Kentucky rifles, and what was the other one? I think mainly the Kentucky rifle, and those were rifled barrels, and those were like the marksmen of all marksman guns back in the day. I mean, that was like high-tech shit, so they knew what high-tech weaponry was for the day, and they passed it anyway. That's why when they were trying to, they probably had a better insight on how firearms are going to, modernize. They would probably have a grasp on that as far as electronics and computer and the free speech. They wouldn't have a clue on that, but they knew, they understood advancement in firearms.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't ever think about the Second Amendment I guess some people think about it. The point is, I don't need to have a gun to protect me from you. I need to have whatever my government has to protect me from them. Whatever they got, I need that one.
Yeah, and that statement right there, if they pass the red flag laws, they come and get your shit just for that statement right there. And that's the whole point of the red flag laws. They're going to use it for that purpose right there, and they're going to come after about 81 million of us.
You're not gonna...
Hey, they can come try. Hey, smuggler. I already know the reason for that. I know they're listening too, because they got listening posts over there in Seattle. You know what? You can come get mine on the working end of it.
Good evening, Kilo RC waving.
Because once they pass that red flag law, then the people in charge are going to come up with the description or the control, the vocabulary control of what it entails. And so just kind of like passing the assault weapons ban. Okay, well that's just getting their foot in the door. And there was like nine guns or something on it. Now they're just going to start adding to them, and pretty soon it'll be every semi-automatic ever made. That'll be an assault weapon.
On the band, it was good communicating with you all, and I'm back quiet.
Check you later, Westside. Good talking with you as well. I got relatives coming up from Arizona, so I got to do some housework, so check you later.
That was weird. I could hear Smuggler and Westside talking at the same time.
That's because Smuggler's a big strapper.
That's because I'm only running about 150 watts over here, radio only. $29.95, that's all I got over here.
Yeah, but it's weird. I could hear both of you guys in the conversation. That's pretty good.
Same here.
I think a lot of it has to do with my antennas.
But I'm way out here, and everybody's over way out there.
Yeah, 10-4.
I think those antennas work pretty good for you there, RC.
Kilo, I think so too.
You did some adjustment on your shit again, didn't you, RC? You're sounding fuzzy around the edges again.
Damn, I shouldn't. I don't know why.
I don't sound that way here. Yeah, go ahead, Jedi. Yeah, okay. RC, Jedi's waving a hand to you.
Tell him I'm waving it back. Sorry I can't hear him, but yeah, thank you.
Here comes that rain you ordered, 45.
You catch all that, Jedi?
I can't even hear him.
Alright, he's waving a hand back to you, and he says, thanks for rolling the nickel, and he's glad to hear from you.
Kilo, goddamn Kilo, that radio yard sounds so damn good.
I just got a little squeaky, little tiny mobile radio.
Radio just fucking kills it. And it has a little echo to it, just a little reverb or something.
I took most of it out, man. I had a bunch more in there the other day, so I'm rolling it different now. It's a new setup and a lot less reverb.
I noticed it. It really sounds good.
What's your dead key set at, RC?
Let me see. Oh, I have it at about 10.
And what are you swinging up to? 100.5?
Yeah, almost.
Well, that's pretty close. I'm at on this one I'm about 30, and I'm swinging about 150.
Yeah, real close, same here. You heard about that?
Let that got down.
Yeah, that's where I'm about 40, swinging up to $1.50.
Perfect.
I got this radio turned all the way down, dead keys at 25 and swings to 150.
Yeah, see there? God dang it, dear Slayer. I think we're all about the same right there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we are. And he's loud, too. He must be on top of a hill somewhere, huh?
Yeah, 100 miles away.
On down.
Yeah, he's watching the equipment.
Yep, wave, smuggler.
Yeah, we're waving back. What equipment are you watching?
You're at a really good spot right now, dear Slayer, in my receive, no doubt about it.
Yeah, 10-4, I can see the lights of Bremerton at night.
What do you, we got skidders up there and shit you're keeping an eye on, or what?
About $5 million worth of Caterpillar equipment.
Well, they got a lot of tweakers up there, huh? Come up and take parts, or is it just safety precaution?
Well, you just never know. There's been a few tweakers around, but I convinced them to leave.
Well, I hope your company allows you to carry personal protection. I hope your company's that wise, but you never know anymore.
Yeah, I got patches with me.
Yeah, you just do it anyway, whether they allow it or not.
Cool, yeah.
I mean, they don't throw you into the middle of a war zone and go, here's your backpack and no firearms. They don't do that.
He does. Remember last year, 2020, sends the National Guard into Seattle unarmed. Oh yeah, Inslee does that shit.
Yeah, but when you show up with your firearm, they go, what the hell are you doing with the firearm? You just go, what? You think I was coming here, dude?
Hey, Triple M, waving.
Holy crap, you're way down there in Triple M. I hear you though, waving a hand over there to Triple M. Hello, Roy.
Waving at that Triple M, relay to nickel. I don't hear them up here that much. They're 45.
Yeah, I heard him that time.
I barely catch that Triple M, but I'm waving at them there, Kilo.
Yeah, Jake's waving at you, Triple M.
Where's Triple M at anyway? I kind of heard him in there, but man, he's way down there, and usually he, slams my needle.
I'm gonna guess he's over there in the Nisqually Valley area.
This has come up with a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's kind of a dead zone.
Written specifically for and by Tumblr users. This is their story. Dashcom.
You just got down.
Was for the weekend. Epic panel lineup. Welcome to Night Vale Reading. LGBTQ5B2SAA+. Massive ball fit. Steam-powered giraffe live show. The Baker Street Babes. Ad-friendly means you best expect 5,000 people will see you there. Whoosh. Here comes Friday, and a big fat serving of reality. About 500 people show up at 9 a.m.
No.
Yeah, don't work.
So at what point did you know what you wanted to do with your life? Turns out steam-powered giraffe canceled months ago. Sorry for you won't be calling it that. Well, check out the games room.
You got good ears up there then, 'cause I can't hear nothing.
People. Here's that.
I know, my ears are kind of plugged.
Overall, it's a pretty fucking slow day. Okay, so you're dressed up as the Batman movie shooter. What made you choose this costume?
Go for dumbass.
Decided to dress up as the Prime Minister of Israel to this convention. Then by 9 p.m., disaster strikes. The bill for the venue hasn't even been paid. The hotel wants it immediately or the doors will be shut and the convention is over. Everyone in this room
Closing on the donation button on the website and any little bit of like help.
You're getting further away from the mic now.
convention.
It's dedicated to all of the women who
Bank account.
make rules and rules by it.
I sure am glad we got all these intellectual smart motherfuckers out here now.
Shut down. Mark Delstock, a gay Hispanic panelist,
You're welcome.
is sent death threats.
I don't know how we did it before.
Pacific Rim is illegally played to an audience of 100. Tumblr sends tweets to Del Toro. The Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Sing-along is cancelled due to copyright concerns. Then, the main event. As long as we get to see a live reading from Welcome to Night Vale, it'll all be okay.
We're doing a live reading of Welcome to the Night Vale. It's 4:50 right now, and they're still not here. Okay, so basically, it's Night Vale.
Now I know how Hammerhead feels.
Okay, so 1, 2.
While everyone is still sitting in that room waiting for the show to start, they changed the rules on the website so that there are no refunds. But don't worry, there's a silver lining. Everyone who paid extra to see Welcome to Night Vale is entitled to a free extra hour in the ball pit.
This is what your $17,000 went to.
And with that, a meme is born.
Jump in the pit.
By the early afternoon, the vendors pack up and leave. Some shitty panels happen. Because again, they don't have any cash, they're giving out free hotel mints as prizes. The teenage unpaid helpers, who are promised free meals, aren't given anything and go hungry. There's a full-on organizer meltdown, and Tumblr finds out that the main artwork used for the convention is in fact stolen copyright material. By the evening, the unthinkable happens. The ball pit starts to deflate, and someone pisses in it. Sunday, the ball pit is taken away. Also, Tumblr finds out that Random Acts, a charity that Dashcon claims to be partnered with, isn't in fact partnered at all, which means, by the way, they've just been pocketing the money. The organizers host an official apology panel. Here's a quick summary of that.
I blame somebody, otherwise it's all my fault. Stop that.
And everything is closed by 1 p.m. Since Dashcon, there have been many rumors online that the whole thing was an out-and-out scam. So I did some detective work to see whether it was true. I think what I found proves that even if the staff didn't set out to scam people, they did opportunistically steal and lie. Prepare for some high-quality autism. Dashcon had a written agreement to pay $40,000 plus some change to the Renaissance Hotel Marriott. They paid $20,000 before the thing began, so they had a balance of $20,000 still remaining. They told the hotel that 5,000 to 7,000 people would be attending, and could they please pay as the door sales came in. As a financially risky move, the Marriott agreed verbally but not in writing. On the first day, the hotel sees at most 1,000 people. They know that Dashcon's door sales are fucked, so they enforce immediate payment as per their written contract. Dashcon does not have the funds. And here's where it gets interesting. Dashcon claims they only have $3,000 in cash. So at 9 p.m., Dashcon staff gather everyone into one room to beg for the remaining $17,000. Let's do a head count. 33, 129, 120, maybe another 33 here in case there are people on the margin, and we'll add 10% to be generous. It's unlikely that there are more than 350 people in this room. Now, we know they reached their goal.
Almost got shut down. Really? We need to raise $17,000. Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Did you do it?
We did it in under an hour.
Really?
Yeah. They received donations by PayPal and cash, but only a small fraction in cash. Let's be generous and say 1/10 of the room at most. You can see people donating in the footage, and it's probably much less. So even if each cash donor is giving $20, which again, generous, that's also is an electronic payment. Now let's look at this leaked list of transactions. Hold on. They made most of their payment in cash, almost $12,000, but they only could have got $700 from the donors, and they only had $3,000 in cash. So where did the rest of it come from? It's door sales revenue, not donations, meaning they lied about only having $3,000 in the first place. They actually had at least $10,000. Now, here are the transactions that come from the PayPal MasterCard. Let's take that from the total owed, and what we get is the following. In a best-case scenario, of the donated $17,000, at most, they spent less than $7,000 keeping the place open. They spent over $2,000 on themselves and their own accommodation, and the remaining $9,000 or so, they pocketed. Also, they're liars.
John, I was on stage for an hour in front of 5,000 people in a room.
Is there 5,000 people here?
Right.
And on the other side of the car park, 2 more people are being arrested, one for drug possession and the other for dealing. Drugs was the major problem. Meanwhile, you have these guys roaming the halls. They call it crinkling, after the noise it makes when they walk around. And yes, some of these diapers are full. The other guests weren't too pleased. Later on, they're just throwing food and diapers into gardens and stairwells. They were behaving like animals. A few hours later. But that wasn't the end of it.
There was an incident with diapers being found on people's cars.
The hotel was left in ruins.
About 6 weeks later.
The Hilton submitted a letter listing all of the reasons Rainforest would not be allowed at their venue from now on. The hotel damage was more than all of the other cons combined that year. But it wasn't just the damages. Rainforest was insured and had over $150,000 in the bank to pay for it all. Rainforest was just so toxic that they said, no thank you, take your money elsewhere. But that left them with a rather large problem, because big hotel chains talk. Hilton talks to Sheraton, talks to Marriott, talks to Holiday Inn, talks to Hyatt, talks to no means the end of the conflict. Tumblr had kicked the hornet's nest. B was roused and ready for a fight. En masse, they headed straight for Tumblr's home base.
There's been 4chan attacks.
Porn, gore, and anti-feminist memes were spread across some of the more popular tags.
Basically, they can't go on any tag because every tag is basically filled with gore.
Unprepared Tumblr users were being triggered from every direction.
It's not fun, it's actually pretty serious.
Alright, gather round. It's time for a lesson on what not to do if you get raided. Lesson 1. Don't spam the tags with your own selfies. Some Tumblr users thought they could compete with the spamming posts by submitting their own selfies over and over again. They soon found that 4chan seized these selfies, shot them into hardcore porn, and then spammed them back onto the tags in greater number. Lesson 2. Don't delete System 32. During the raid, someone pretending to be a Tumblr user posted this infographic. A reported 41 computers were bricked.
nice out here. It'd be nice out here just...
Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker, goddamn.
He assaulted one of his own supporters. The police called the event, and he was arrested.
Oh, we're just playing around with it over here. Let's see here. Let's turn that one up just a little bit right there. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker. Goddamn.
And they are very well vetted. The credit where it's due.
The way we're looking at it is we're looking at the scope, right? So we're not looking at the volume. We're looking at the scope. So let's see here. So I got the scope at the right place. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker. Goddamn. Check 1, check 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at there. All the noise when we put over there. You get a bunch of noise there. We put over there in the middle. So right about right there. And there's not all that noise. Let's go the other way. So if we go to the other side, right? Then we go to the other side. Oh shit, there's a bunch of noise in there too. 45 kilos. That got down right there. Breaker.
Son, my wife's on.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, kind of the same thing.
There are many more. It is the single best reality TV show on the internet right now, and it is going on for the next...
Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker. Hey, if you look at his scope right there, it is what it is. I mean, it's really good there. 45 kilos. This side got down right there. Breaker got down on this side. Oh, wait a minute. Right there on this side, I got down.
Goes and surfing the internet and doing my chat programs and, you know, if I go...
Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker.
It's just the Wi-Fi calling and texting. It does not like...
Changed. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries, machines, nanomachines inside their bodies.
Don't tell them about the proxy.
After defeat on the battlefield, New York is...
After the fecal? What? You got a fecal on the battlefield? Come on now.
Exhibit would just be a flag waving arrogantly in front of a camera. There were no landmarks, no scenery, no clues at all to its whereabouts. It would...
45 kilos right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 45 kilo got down. Breaker.
Paul's agents could find a way to track it down. Challenge accepted. It was to be the greatest hit.
Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker.
started charting all of the flight paths of spotted planes. But they still needed more information, and as day turned to night, they got it. Hull's Astronomy Division used the constellations to narrow down the angle and rough position of the camera. With this, the flight paths, and some advanced trigonometry, the candidate area had been reduced way down. Further confirmation from weather satellites backed up the claim as an agent was dispatched to the scene. As he drew close, he started honking the horn, while viewers of the live stream gave feedback as it got louder. A few minutes later, target sighted. But he couldn't just hit in during broad daylight and risk Shire's wrath. Instead, he had to wait for the close of night. In the meanwhile, Hull got to work devising an infiltration strategy. A few hours later, the flag came down, and a MAGA hat and shirt went up. It was a beautiful moment, and it all took place on the live stream. Hull's Central Intelligence Agency had clocked Windows Season 3 in 38 hours and 14 minutes, and poor Shire was divided for a third time. Could he ever recover? Could this be the end?
25% chance of rain tomorrow, 92 on Thursday, 91 on Friday, 92 on Saturday, and 56 on Sunday.
Yeah, that's just the weather app on my phone, though. That came with it, so. I'll ask Alexa here. Yeah, she's saying Olympia may be rainy weather.
I wonder if Carter's going to go to Olympia.
I think we already know the answer to that because you just look at the percentage of precipitation.
I think they're predicting him being there. Did you guys get some good weather?
Yeah, I hope so.
Looks like after that we got a decent stretch of weather for, quite a bit. I don't know. Never real high temperatures, but the rain's kind of hit and miss and not too much of it.
Yeah, he may put that right up. Who knows? We'll see.
I got new bars coming tomorrow, so they're already at the Amazon in Kent. They're at 4:30 this morning, so those will be here tomorrow. I'll be putting them on the other bike.
Fully stocked bar? What?
What's that?
A fully stocked bar?
Yeah, Roger. What flavor you want? You see that San Mig I was drinking earlier?
No.
Oh, no, but I sent you a picture.
Yeah, there we are in the dummy loads. Let's check that out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. Bigger.
I don't do that very often. I think I sent you a picture of the wife in the background weeding the yard.
Something, yeah, you did send me something earlier.
That's a good thing I don't have the gate rolling.
I didn't get it, it looks like, until 8:35, so it wasn't until I got my phone connected to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's probably nothing you would drink. Sam Mig, you ever heard of that light?
No, haven't heard of it.
I wouldn't even roll that fucker. With your dumb ass out there, why would you roll a gate?
I've had some of them in the fridge for damn near a year.
Good on a hot day.
Yeah, I was sweating and it was sitting there on the porch was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was muggy a little bit before.
I guess it don't matter, right? 45 kilos, that I got down. Right there, bigger.
So I went round and round up there.
You got down all the time? I always get down. 45 kilos this side, right there, I got this one up just a little bit. Turned the mids and the highs up just a little bit. 45 kilos right there, got down, breaker.
And we'll see if he gives me a call.
Oh, did you get him the sample?
Yeah, I showed you the sample, didn't I? The black and the blue.
Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker, got down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Down there in Tumwater off of Tumwater Boulevard there.
Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker, got down. Breaker. Got down all the way down. All the way. Can you see that shit? I didn't even see that. Did I see something? I don't even think it did. Yeah, now it's over there. Nelson's over here. Right in the middle. 45 kilos as I got down. Breaker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the wrong.
Get everything's up off the ground.
45 kilos. Checking that out, man. A 45 kilo breaker.
Bang together there and try to keep them separated.
Let's see if we can swing this. I don't know. Can we swing it this way? 45 kilos this side. I got down right there. Breaker. I got down. Breaker.
Just like the one that's getting powder coated. Before he got powder coated, paint didn't matter.
I can see it over there. Let's see, gotta take this one out of there and turn this one over here. Let's see, now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breaker.
This will look a lot better.
Yeah, and you said you got the dents out of the fenders and all that.
Yep.
And there's always good there if you go down there to the further one, right? So you go down there. 45 kilos this side, got down. Breaker.
Probably see it's not perfect.
I can turn this one down too, so let's turn this one down. Turn this one down and turn the other one up. If I turn the other one up. Hey man, that ain't even close, man. 45 kilos this side, got down right there. Breaker. And I got down.
I don't know. We'll see. That's all I can do.
Yeah, you have to bring that thing on, I guess. Well, could you ride that way?
And I got down.
Absolutely. It would be way nicer to ride than what I rode.
And 45 kilo, and I got down.
Right, because it'll have a way more comfortable seat. And, it might only have 3 gears.
You hear that one there? There's a muffler. So I got minus 20 dB on there. Minus 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaker.
Yeah, Roger.
Hey, you turn that one on. Holy shit. That's plus 20. Damn it. Don't do that.
I've ridden it up in Tacoma. I've ridden it on that ride up there from Snoqualmie Falls Lodge down to Carnation.
45 kilos this side I got down. Right there.
It's got a long fender on the back. You won't be riding wheelies on it because if you go over back...
You got a long finger. What? Where's your finger been?
And then you lose your rear reflector. Yeah, so it's not for wheeling. You got to take the damn fender off. You're going to try that.
Yeah, that last old bike, I had one of the neighbors. It was an old Schwinn Varsity.